Alrighty, folks. So I'm about to enter position long here. I will give you guys my explanation once I'm in the position. One second. All right. So I'm in longs there. The reason why I'm in longs is because of the fact of how much displacement we've seen to the upside all day long. I mean, this has just been intraday price action. We are clear as day in a continuation sequence. We are probably going to seek this high at 19,384. Obviously, I'm not going to be targeting 100 points. I'll probably be targeting 30 points of that move. But I want to give you guys some advice. When you see displacement towards one side, don't try to catch every reversal. This is probably one of the things technical wise I struggled with the longest. I would see the fact of displacement towards the upside on such like a consistent basis or to the downside. And what I would do is I would go on the 1 minute time frame and then I would see like an internal form of manipulation. Like for example, right here, I'm like, oh, okay, turtle soup, right? We're for sure gonna reverse now. But the higher time frame narrative is bullish, right? For the fact of the matter is how much displacement we've seen on the higher time frame. All time frames are correlated with this, where I know that turtle soup won't hold. There's also many more signatures you guys can tell if price will obviously run higher or continue to one side of the coin. But that's only sauce that I teach my Discord members. So, buy side delivery program. Price is going to seek higher price. Now, the gauge of price and the gauge right now is where is price going to seek, right? I mean, the next draw on liquidity is obviously 19,387. That is 110 points though, right? So for the PM session, I'm only looking for 30 to maximum, and it's very rare that I catch 50 points in the PM session because of the fact that the volatility is much lower, right? The volatility of price action is lower. That being the case, it's very rare that price will go above 50 points in terms of how many points that we actually go and run towards. So that being said, I'm going to be targeting roughly probably 30, 35, maybe 40 points I'll probably be targeting. So price right now is just rebalancing into this inefficiency on the 5 minute. The fact of the displacement of this 5 minute candle though tells me price is looking to run higher. So something like this is going to more than likely occur. Where we're getting a retracement back and then we're going to start seeing displacement to the upside. I'm anticipating 2 p.m. That new 1 hour candle open to displace higher. That's more than likely what is about to happen. So the next 1 hour candle is going to open in 10 seconds. Once it opens in 10 seconds, we're just going to see a nice displacement candle to the upside. Or to the downside, but typically more so over in this case scenario to the upside. So there's 2 p.m. Let's see what happens. Go ahead and throw my stop a little bit. I didn't realize it was 25 points. Kind of a lot. Go down to like 18 points. Should be fine there. I am kind of late to this too. I mean, the optimal entry would have been down here at these forms of manipulation. Going long off displacement like right here. That would have been pretty optimal taking something like this, but we are still going to get a continuation out of this just because of the 5 minute, this nice displacement candle. Price is fractal, right? So the same time or the same model that we can see on lower time frames, we can see on higher time frames. And the fact of price being fractal, when a model presents itself on a higher time frame basis, like a 5 minute, for example, that tells us that price is actually going to run with more points, right? Because of the higher time frame, candles ranges are more points than the lower time frame, right? So there's a run higher. Now, depending on what we do above this swing high is going to be if I hold the position or if I just cut it. Because this is a late trade, I woke up late and I executed late. So if we don't see displacement above the swing high right here, I'm going to cut the position. Like if we get a weak candle closure right now, I'm cutting the position. All right, yeah, solid. So I'm gonna put my take profit out for 40 points, but I might close earlier. It just depends. This 5 minute looks solid though. My stop's now above the wick that rebalanced back into the inefficiency, as I don't want to see price come below that. Ideally and preferably, this 5 minute candle, I want to see a nice closure of it. I don't want to see a long-tailed wick. If I see a long-tailed wick, that's probably telling me price is going to reverse. But on the lower time frame, we're just seeing rebalance to inefficiency. So like on this 5 minute right here, if we don't close above like 50% of what range we've made, I'll probably end up closing, look for shorts, because that's kind of telling me price wants to rebalance lower now. But that being the case, we gotta wait and see. Still got like 2 minutes left until that 5 minute closes. So objective was, I mean, ideally taken there. I just got really late entry, which is unfortunate. Um, but yeah, so really just waiting for this 5 minute candle closure, and then it gives me a really good thesis on what I want to do next. Um, so if we don't start ranging like above where consequent encroachment of this candle is, like right there, if we don't get like a nice candle closure above that general range, I'll probably look to close. Like if we get a weak candle closure, I'll probably look for short program from them, because the objective right here, this internal high, has been taken. So it really just depends on what we see in the next 40 seconds. I mean, the higher time frame basis definitely supports continuation, but I think short term we can see like an intra reversal to rebalance lower. Um, yeah, this 5 minutes is not looking too good. Now, honestly, I'm gonna just keep my stop like right here. So I'm de-risked. I'm only risking like 5 points here. I don't want to see displacement below this previous candle wick. Now, if we see displacement below that previous candle wick, then from there I'll look to close. But yeah, there we go. Go 30 points there. Take profit. I just want to see displacement above this intra swing high, which I think we can get because of the fact of that reaction that we saw back into this buy side imbalance. We're now seeing displacement back up, so I think we're good to go. My stop is now going to go below that wick. I just got to make sure we don't make SMT. Okay, we do have a little bit of an SMT there, but the fact that we've manipulated multiple times tells me price wants to run higher. So, All right, that was unfortunate. I mean, I was was literally a tick away from take profit, but hey, I mean, I'll take it. I'm not really tripping about that. So it's kind of like a 1-to-1 entry. But yeah, I mean, that's what basically proper risk management looks like, right? I mean, there's no other executions for the day, but that's what proper risk management looks like, right? And when I preach to you guys, like, you guys got to do, especially my Discord members, if you guys are watching this right now, when I preach to you guys, doing things with actual intrinsic reasoning is very important, right? So, like, for example, I didn't go break even there because there's no really reason to go break even there, right? There's still these PD rays down here. And what my thought process was okay, if we see displacement below the swing low, I'm going to put my stop right there. So like 5 points below, because if we see that displacement leg below these internal wicks, then from there my idea is invalidated and it's more than likely going to respect this form of manipulation. But the fact of the matter is, on the 1 minute time frame, we're manipulating these highs so much, I think we're in a continuation sequence. Paired that with the higher time frame thesis, right, on the 1 hour, 4 hour, 90 minute, I mean, these nice displacement candles right here, right, like are supporting price reaching towards this drawn liquidity up here at 388, right? So that intra continuation sequence supports my entire idea there, right? So that was speed efficiency, more so of a lighter day on the day, most definitely. I think I secured, what is that, 23.25 times 60. What did I secure there? 23.25 times 60. Secured like $1,300 there. But yeah. So more of a calm day, just because prices already ran so much. So yeah, and I also been focusing on my position for my long term this morning. I just put in a lot of money into TQQQ. And if you don't know what TQQQ is essentially basically the 3x leverage version of QQQ. So this is my entry here at 4064. I posted it on TikTok, on my TikTok story, but this is my entry here at 464 on Robinhood. And I am looking, I just dollar cost averaged into my full position right at 48. I am looking at price at least going to 70 to 75, which would be on QQQ right around 500 to 510. So a $40 increase, which would equivalent to like 7 or 8% I'm looking for. And on TQQQ, that would equivalent to roughly a 50% gain. So I am prepared. This isn't a flat stop, right? Like it's not like a stop in which I'm going to respect. I am prepared to dollar cost average like another 30 grand if we go to the swing low. I don't think we will though, because I think the tariff news is slowing down. I think higher time frame, it's supporting price reversing back up to all-time highs. I mean, crypto is kind of just telling us, by the way, none of this is financial advice. Not a single thing of this is financial advice. But I mean, crypto on the higher time frame supporting price going back up to all-time highs. BTC is bullish. All the big heavy hitters are bullish. NQ is also bullish, right? Like if we go on the daily time frame, we have this new weak opening gap. We're seeing displacement off of it. I'm anticipating price to at least go back up to 50% of this range that we've displaced through. So like, for example, mapping it out from all-time highs to the current low that we've set in, not all-time highs, but this swing high here to the swing low there. I would prefer to see some nice displacement above consequent encroachment of 50% of this range, which would be a rebalance to price like somewhere in this internal high here. So like maybe something like this, where at least we get this internal high. And then from there, depending on obviously what happens at this internal high, I'll look for either continuation based model back up to all-time highs, or I'll look for obviously a reversal. And then I'll probably close my position, enter SQQQ on the higher time frame. But yeah, I'm just getting really more so over into things that can like start to actually change my life. Because like, okay, like for example, like back then when I was unprofitable, that 10K payout would change my life. Now I request a 10K payout and it's like, okay, I mean, what am I going to do with the money? It's just going to sit there. I mean, I could throw it into my long-term port, but I now want to prioritize things that can change my life again, move me on to my next chapter in life, you know? And what that essentially would just be like TQQQ, QQQ. And I want to be a very, very good investor. Like I want to be that guy that can get 30, 50, 100% a year, right? Like the crazy, crazy metrics. Not obviously on a continuous basis. Obviously, I'm going to have some red years, but to be able to have the ability to do that, but with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then at some point in time before hopefully 25, be able to scale up to the point to have a multi seven figure investment, long term investment portfolio where I'm just deploying these amounts of cash into the markets at once and being able to get like a 10, 15, 20% return on, 3, 5, $10 million. I do that maybe once every quarter. I mean, I'm good for life, you know? So I think that's the gauge in which I want to take for the future of my journey trading wise. By the way, none of this is financial advice. This is all off the backbone of hypothetics and hypothetical. Not a single thing on this video is financial advice. But that is more so over what I want to accomplish for my personal journey moving forward. I mean, I have a really good gauge on what price action does on a day-by-day basis, and I'm really grateful for that. But the fact of the matter of having to risk thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a day-by-day basis in such a short time frame, I mean, obviously, I'm going to continue to do it because I'm still young. I don't have any liabilities. I don't have any risk. And I don't really have any monthly expenses. I mean, I spend 20 grand a month right now, but it's all on mandatory shit. I don't have monthly expenses that are like avoidable right now. So, I think like moving forward, I really want to get into the point of being able to have those, 100, 200, $300,000 days, you know? And like, yeah, sure, I could go copy trade 50 funded accounts. But it's just such a headache. I would rather do it personal capital wise. Managing that much money on funded firms is very, very, very big of a headache. I mean, Top Step just paid me out my $10,000, but it was after like 14 days or 15 days, you know? And I don't want to deal with that coming with 7 figures or like a 6-figure payout. I would rather just grind it out and just deploy my own capital. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of an update about life in terms of long-term investing. And then obviously this intraday, trade that I just took, explaining the breakdown of exactly what I saw there. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, if this video brought you some value in terms of how you can better your trading ability, I'd really appreciate it if you liked or subscribed, and then also commented something specifically of what you noticed out of this video that actually impacted your life. How did this video help? What specifically did you notice about this video that helped? And let me know if I'm doing the best to my ability, right? I'm always looking to grow. I'm always a student to this shit. No matter how far I progress, there's always people that could obviously help me off of their insight. So anyways, I love you guys. I will see you guys in probably tonight's psychological lecture. Have a great rest of your day.